Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Living Simply channel, a place where we talk about everything spirituality, esotericism, and self-transformation. Today, as requested by a dear friend of mine on my Instagram page, I am doing the symbolic review. This is a symbol that you probably saw all around you. Brands, shops, fashion items, even jewelry use this symbol on a regular basis. Some people even have it tattooed on their skin. And this symbol has often been used in non-sacred ways while it holds a very, very important sacred value. And this is what we're going to take a look at today. The is a Sanskrit word and a mystical symbol in so many different traditions, and these traditions are known as the Dharmic faiths. This includes Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, and others. The can be looked at from two angles, as an incantation or as a visual representation. And today I'm going to talk to you about both these angles so that you truly understand what the stands for. Let me clarify that in Latin, you can write this symbol in two different ways. OM, like in modern Hindi, or AUM, which is closer to the Sanskrit word, which is really important if we want to take a look at the visual representation of this symbol, something that we're gonna dive in deeper further on in this video. So now let's start with the symbol as an incantation, shall we? The is what we call a mantra or a prayer. It represents the primordial sound, the essence of the ultimate reality. And this is one of the most sacred symbols in the Dharmic faiths, all combined together. In the Bible, in the very first chapter of the Gospel of John, to be exact, it is said that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the word, guys, that we are speaking about here, that we are looking at in this quote is A friend of mine recently put into my attention that the symbol is also the easiest sound a human can make. Somehow, like when we yawn, we naturally say the word In Vedic texts, symbolizes the universe beyond the sun, or the essence of breath, life, and everything that exists. I want you to hear with me what the sounds like in a meditation or as a repeated mantra. So as you can see, the can be used as a mantra, as a prayer, and as a way to invoke the soul, the self. And this is something that can be really transformative and powerful if you start using it during your meditations, because it will really boost your meditative states and allow you to connect to higher states of consciousness, and it will really facilitate that process. And this is something that you can also use with breathing techniques, because you are gonna have to embody the if you want it to actually help you reach those higher states of consciousness. You're gonna have to use your diaphragm and to really put intention into it. But it is really something that can transform your meditation experiences, so don't miss out on that. The in Sanskrit, on top of being related to the infinite language or the infinite knowledge concept that we have just talked about, is related to the concept of the Atman. And Atman is a word that you will see very often if you are interested whatsoever in Hinduism or Buddhism, actually. And if you want to know, the difference between Hinduism and Buddhism is that the two philosophies are not agreeing on the concept of the Atman. Hindus believe that at the core of every human being exists an eternal soul, a divine spirit, an ultimate consciousness that they call the Atman. And the Buddhists, in Buddhism, there is no such thing. Buddhists deny this principle and see that in order to reach the nirvana state of mind, in order to reach bliss, you have to realize and understand and discover that there is no soul, no Atman to attain. And this is really the fundamental difference. And I am planning on shooting more videos about the major religions and philosophies around the world. So feel free to subscribe if you want to know more about that. But anyways, like I was saying, the Atman means the inner self, the soul or the spirit. And this is something that the symbol also represents. Another thing that the symbol refers to is Brahman. So literally God in a way. This is the easiest way to translate it. But it doesn't really mean God. It means the ultimate reality, the universe, the supreme spirit, truth, however you want to call it, to call him. The syllable is often found at the beginning or end of sacred Hindu scriptures, like the Vedas or the Upanishads, which I highly recommend you read if you want to know more about the beauty and philosophy of Hinduism. In the Upanishad, it is stated that the is one of the eternal syllables that created everything that exists. So the past, the present, and the future, or the beginning, the continuation, and the end, are all concepts that are included in this one sound. We can also add the body, the mind, and the soul. We can see the feminine, the masculine, and the neutral coming forth. Really lots of concepts. In the Rig Veda, it is suggested that the three phonetic components of so A, U, and M, also correspond to the three stages of cosmic creation: birth, life, and death. And when they are read or said, they celebrate the creative powers of the universe and all of these concepts that we have just mentioned. So the past, the present, the future. Every time you say you are invoking forth all of these concepts. So this trinity is something that the symbol has within its frequency and has in common with the triangle. And if you want to know more about the symbology, the occult symbol of the triangle, make sure to check my first episode within this podcast where I talked about the meaning of the circle, the square, and the triangle. And by the way, I wanted to thank you guys for supporting me and giving me your positive feedback on that first episode. It really warms my heart and encourages me to do more. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now let's take a look at the symbol itself. The first component that's really important to look at is the line that resembles the number 3, which is on the left, as you can see here. And this line is meant to represent and to express the conscious state of reality. This is when we are aware. This is our conscious mind. This is the masculine side of reality. The line at the right stands for the dream state. So this is the feminine side. This is the unconscious. The little stroke on top of this line represents Maya, or the illusions in this physical realm. And the dot on top of this stroke and on top of this symbol is all about the infinite, the eternal state. And this is also representative of the deep sleep phase, if you look at it from that angle, or where the Atman and Brahman, God, reside. So this is it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this podcast. So now it's your turn to participate. What symbol would you like me to review next? Make sure to comment down below so that I target that symbol first. If you feel like it, you can also subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you join this beautiful spiritual community that's growing and growing every day, and also to stay up to date when the upcoming episodes of the podcast come out. On this note, I wish you a blessed week. Bye bye.